Hi, my name is Martin from Renew Professional Decorating Services, and I'm going to be carrying out a product review today on behalf of Trade Decorator TV. The product that we are going to be looking at specifically is the Polyvine Paint and Varnish Remover. Now, Polyvine are already well known for their amazing range of varnishes and glazes, but it is specifically the paint and varnish remover that we're going to look at today. Now, before I start, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, hit the notification button so that you do get notified of any new videos, and of course, like and comment if you've either used the product before or if you have found this video useful. So the Polyvine Paint and Varnish Remover, obviously there are a few comparable products on the market. So yeah, obviously looking at the Polyvine product itself, it retails for about 21 quid for a litre. This particular product here, this is a 2 litre product, and this one is about £35 for 2 litres. Your coverage on that, you're looking up to about 6 metres squared per litre, depending how thick you apply it. So pretty good coverage on that. So yeah, when we look at price point compared to the amount that it covers, all looks good on paper. So I can't wait to get a few things stripped down and let's see exactly how it performs. So the pieces that we're going to be applying this to today, we've got a guitar which has got an amazingly dated finish to it. So we bring that up for one customer, and then we have 4 doors which we're going to strip down, repaint and distress for one of our customers who's going to turn them into a screen for a wedding photo shoot. So yeah, I'll get these stripped down and then we'll jump back in and take a look at the application process. Right, that's the coatings applied to both the guitar and the door. So we'll let that sit. I'm going to give it half an hour, come back and take a look at both, see what they look like. I'd expect to see it starting to bubble and blister. But yeah, we'll take a look in half an hour. Gives us, what, just enough time to make a brew. So it's been 45 minutes now. We've checked after half an hour and we could see that the coverings were starting to blister slightly, but obviously it looked like it needed that extra little bit of time. So 45 minutes in, we'll get our scrapers out and let's see how this strips. Right, so there you have it. So you've seen me strip down the guitar and strip down the door. Few issues while we were going through that. Obviously we left the product for the 30 to 45 minutes that Polyvine recommend. Unfortunately with the guitar, whether it's because of the age of the guitar itself. At the end of the day, it's just about as old as me because it was made in the 80s, or whether it's because there's some form of lacquer on the top. It didn't quite get to work on that as quickly as it suggested. With the door, unfortunately, there is quite a deep grain to the door itself. It has stripped it, and it has stripped that surface, but as you can see, it's not what you would class as a full strip. I have placed one of the original untouched doors beside it so you can actually see the difference and what it's done. So to give the product a fair test, I then went and got a sample board that we use here just for testing out new products, to show customers what a particular colour or a particular sheen might look like. So this particular board here, it had two products on it. It had a Johnson's Trade Aqua Guard, one of the more common satins for woodwork out there, and it also had a Decorator product as well. Left it for the 30-45 minutes, and as you can see, actually stripped it pretty well. Underneath those products there is undercoat, there is some more acrylic durable emulsions which it also seems to have affected. There are some glitter effect varnishes that were also on there, and yeah, it's done a fantastic job. And then with the varnish product, I have a table which has been a bit of a pet project for a few years. Stripped the tabletop with the strippers that we normally use, absolutely fine, no problem, but had an issue when it came to the detailing. Found that any other products were either too sticky to work with, left a residue, or just weren't working in the areas that we wanted them to. So again, we've put the Polyvine on there, left it for 30-45 minutes. Has it stripped it? Yeah, definitely stripped it, and did a pretty good job of it. So yeah, obviously we've seen it works absolutely fine with both of those obviously both of those surfaces. So final thoughts on the product. I guess the first thing is, does it do what it says it does? Absolutely. We've seen with the table and with the sample board, it stripped it 30-45 minutes. Like I say, issues with the guitar and the door. Actually ended up just leaving the guitar for 24 hours. Similar with the door, coming back into it and seeing what it was like after that. And yeah, it stripped them both, no bother. In fairness, with the guitar, it was pretty much after about 36 to 48 hours, pretty much at a point where you could just wipe it off with a cloth. So yeah, in that sense, it's absolutely perfect. Would I use it again? Yeah, not a bother at all. As long as I knew what surface I was using it on, so as in what product it is, or if it was in a location where I had a bit more time. So for instance, in our workshop here, I would absolutely happily take this, apply to a product, and if I had other jobs going on, leave it sitting there for 24-36 hours, and come back to it when I had the time, because even after that amount of time, it didn't dry out, it didn't become difficult to work with. Obviously on the other products, yeah, I mean, it's a 30 to 45 minute strip. Yes, I might have needed a couple of applications on something like the sample board. It's probably stripped about maybe 3 coats of product off this with one application in 30-45 minutes. Pretty much the average of what you'd get on any woodwork, so you can't argue with that kind of timing. So yeah, pros. Like I say, the fact that it's low order means that I can comfortably and confidently take this into a customer's property, and use it knowing that it's not going to leave any bad odors in the air while I'm working there if the customer is still there. The fact that it does cover so well, and it does cover so easily. You saw there, we just used one of our standard stock brushes off the van, rinsed out perfectly. Brush has been used in paints and emulsions since, not a bother. I dare say you could probably even apply this with a nice deep pile roller and it'll go on quick. So application's brilliant. Obviously you've got the coverage rate, and for the price point, a fantastic price point. the other pros, like I say, I felt safe working with this, whereas with the likes of Nitromores, you're always conscious of obviously if it's on skin, if it's on another product for all we put down and protect everywhere. You wouldn't want something like Nitromores dropping onto a customer's carpet, whereas I'm fairly confident if you drop this and you had to clean it up, it'd clean up quickly and easily with no damages. Downsides, I think the only issue I found while using it is the container that it comes in. So the product itself is quite a thick product. If you try and tip it out of the jug, it doesn't tip out, you've got to squeeze it to get it out. Absolutely fine, no problem when you're working with it, but then the issue you've got is you can't get any of the product left over back into the tin. And also you can't fully empty the container. There's no way you could get a brush in and scrape it out. So if it came in something like a screw top plastic beaker or a clip top plastic beaker, I think that would make it much more friendly. I'm just concerned in this form how much waste there's going to be, or if I'm going to have to start cutting these down. Like I say, it wasn't too much of an issue, too much difficulty. I do have a sink thermos which I was quite easily able to decant it into, and obviously just screw the cap down. You can see there's still some in there, so I know that I'm not going to have any waste, but obviously you're not always going to have something like that available. So yeah, would I use it again? You know what, that table that I was working on, showing the varnish, I've had that sitting in the corner of my unit now for a year, 2 years, just dreading going back to it because of the issues I've had trying to strip those particular detail. I'm more than happy and confident going to go out and spend my own money on some of this so that I actually get that product, that project finished at some point. So yeah, fantastic product. Can't wait to use it again, really. So on that, like I said before, please subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification button so that you do get notified of any new videos, and like and comment.